Mr. Ortberg, the FAA has played an integral role in solidifying a safe approach to production adjustments at Boeing following the Alaska Airlines Flight 1282 incident. As Boeing continues to monitor its KPIs and begins to increase production as appropriate, it will likely grow more autonomous in its internal oversight. As Boeing regains autonomy and eventually increases production caps, how will Boeing guarantee safety without enhanced FAA oversight?
Senator, I'm not aware of increased autonomy that will come as we increase production rates. We're going to continue to provide transparency to the FAA on all the key performance indicators.
Hey folks, today we're diving into a heated conversation you won't want to miss. Senator Ted Cruz recently grilled Boeing's CEO on the company's safety culture and leadership changes. If you're into aviation, corporate accountability, or just love intense political interviews, stick around for this one. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button to stay updated with the latest videos on corporate insights, politics, and much more. Now let's break down the key moments from this explosive interview. The interview kicks off with Senator Cruz questioning Boeing's plans as it looks to ramp up production. Cruz is particularly concerned about maintaining safety as Boeing gains autonomy in production. The Boeing CEO responds, assuring...
We will go through a series of production increases, so the first one cap is at 38, but we will go through the same process for every subsequent rate increase. And if the KPIs aren't showing that we're meeting the performance, then we won't move forward with a rate increase. So I think this is a good practice. I think what we have in place, it's data-driven, it's not subjective. We've agreed with our regulator on what things we need to be measuring. If we find we need to adjust that, we'll do that. But I think getting to a data-driven process, I think helps them also have insight and prioritize where
The Boeing CEO responds, assuring they won't have increased autonomy and safety oversight. Instead, they'll continue to work closely with the FAA, using a data-driven approach to track key performance indicators. Even as Boeing ramps up production, they're committed to meeting safety benchmarks, providing the FAA with the transparency needed to step in if necessary. Next, Cruz turns his attention to the leadership changes at Boeing. Since the CEO took over, the company has undergone significant restructuring. There's a new chairman, a new head of commercial airplanes, and other key management changes. The CEO emphasizes that this isn't just about reshuffling titles, it's about changing the corporate culture to prioritize safety and quality.
Where they should focus. If our key indicators in one area are not good, that allows them to say, okay, we need to put more oversight in that particular area because there's instability in the production system. So again, I think the system we have in place, the plan we have in place, will be effective not just in the near term, but for the long term.
Since you've become the chief executive officer at Boeing, there have been significant changes on the board and in the leadership. As the leadership changes, this affects the culture at Boeing. What personnel changes have been made at Boeing, and how have these impacted the safety culture at the company?
Well, in my opening remarks, Senator, I made the comment we've made massive organizational and people changes. And if
This is crucial, especially after previous incidents put Boeing's safety culture under scrutiny. Cruz presses Boeing on whether the company will gain more autonomy as it increases production. The CEO reassures that regardless of production increases, the FAA will remain deeply involved. Boeing has committed to full transparency on their KPIs, enabling the FAA to intervene if there are any signs of instability. This highlights the importance of a collaborative approach between regulators and manufacturers. It's not just about moving products faster, it's about ensuring each step is taken safely. Cruz then asks the CEO about the challenges Boeing has faced in its transformation. The CEO acknowledges that while leadership changes have been impactful, they're not stopping there. Boeing is continuously refining its team to drive safety and quality improvements.
And if you go back to the door plug time frame, just to kind of time frame the changes, we've got a new chairman of our board, we've got a new CEO, we've got a new head of our Boeing commercial airplanes, we have new people in many of the program management roles. And so we are changing, as we're changing the culture, we're also changing people to make sure they're focused on safety and quality as the foundation of the company. And so far, I'd say the results are showing good results. We'll continue to have to refine either promoting different people or bringing some additional people from the outside to help us on our journey. But I think the the progress we've made so far looks like we're getting the results we want.
As the interview wraps up, Cruz presses the CEO on Boeing's future plans. The CEO is optimistic, citing early positive results from leadership changes and a commitment to safety. Boeing's next steps involve monitoring KPIs, making data-driven decisions, and refining processes as needed. This is all part of Boeing's long-term strategy to rebuild trust with regulators, customers, and the public. It's clear that Boeing has learned from its past mistakes and is focused on making their future both safe and efficient. And there you have it, a deep dive into Senator Cruz's intense questioning of Boeing's CEO. Major shifts are happening at Boeing, both in leadership and safety culture. Whether you're a shareholder, an aviation enthusiast, or just curious about the corporate world, this interview provides valuable insights. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.